Hello everyone, Indigo Snake here. Welcome back to another episode of Treasures of Cold Stone. Well, I'm sure you must have noticed something a little different around here. I've decided, I've just bought a webcam. I was always gonna get a webcam, but I wasn't sure when, and it's a little expensive for me. Also got a new game capture device, Elgato, the premier game capture device. So hopefully the audio will stop skipping and all that. This is a little weird for me because I don't generally get all dressed up like this and on the weekend. I do sometimes go out like this, but in general I'm just wearing my natural hair and everything. And I do have my more normal wigs for work. So, hello. Hello. Let's I wanted to start it here because I noticed the screen looks a little different. We got Fee off to the side as always, standing next to Emma, which makes total sense. And then we got Rain and Alyssa standing there because the game wants them to be together. Gaius being all... How do I do it? I'm trying to be all calm, cool, and collected like Gaius is. And oh my goodness, can Eustace be any more chillax right now? Like, he's so chill. You see this dude? Like, clearly. So, and then we got Lara there with, you know, prim and proper Lara. And then we have Elliot. And Machia's being... That's me. Machia's sitting there. That would be me. I'll just be sitting there with my legs crossed like that. I think his legs are crossed. Yeah, I got some cool shoes on. Yeah, Mike's and I got a lot in common. I keep looking at the freaking screen and instead of like the camera. It's so weird, guys. All right, let's just start the game. So before, what were we doing? We were talking to people. Let's see. Yeah, we were talking to people. I don't know where we were in that. I think we talked to everybody outside. Hold on, let me see, if I've talked to everybody inside. See if anything sounds familiar. Everyone's looking so cheerful now that the midterm... Oh, I remember this. I think I've done this before. If I talk to everybody, I'm not sure. Hold on, guys, let me just look around. Okay, guys, we're in the general goods store. I just want to buy some more milk. Because we never know, when we're gonna, you know, feed our favorite little cat friend. We don't even know their name. So we can get a sweet cookie here. I think I can make the damn sweet cookie, so I don't freaking need that. Let's see. Let's get... Wow, those are so expensive. Nah, maybe I shouldn't go too crazy with that. Healthy liquor. Let's get like 5 of these. Getting low on that. Wow, not a lot of assorted grains. I must be making a certain food that uses all these things. This is coarse rock. I have 19 of these. Okay. Mature cheese. I don't... You know what would be nice if the game told you in the menu if you actually use these, for a recipe, but it didn't say all that shit. You know what, I'm gonna do something with my little screen here. Okay, I don't want to distract myself, so I'm gonna just have all my screens down on my computer so I can just play it. I do have the game streaming on my computer. That is so cool. That is so cool, guys. The technology right now, I can't handle it. My room is so techie. Oh snap. I don't think I saw Laura here. What's up? Oh, hello, Reem. It's rare to see you here by yourself. What's up? I actually found myself rather interested in this store's wares, so I decided to browse for a while. I'm surprised at how enjoyable it's been. Should I join her? Yes, we're gonna join her because we've been neglecting Laura for a little bit, so let's actually do that. Mind if I join you? Haha, feel free. Maybe this would be a good chance to have you tell me more about the things being sold here. Heh, Well, I don't know all that much about them myself. They have a wide variety of items here on display, most of which I'm unfamiliar with. Which leads to a question I'd like to ask you, Rin. What sort of goods and accessories do girls my age tend to like? What? I ask because, well, I've noticed that there's a significant difference between myself and the other girls here. For example, I went shopping with Monica recently, only to find myself searching for equipment to keep my sword in shape. Meanwhile, Monica was fawning over cute accessories and the like. Doesn't this prove that I'm rather strange? Oh my gosh, Laura. Why do they do this? Just be yourself, Laura. Just be yourself. But don't be an ass. I don't know. Well, you're from different class backgrounds, for one thing. That's the difference between you already. But even amongst the other nobles, you are a little bit different. Just as I thought. But this is of no issue. If there's something I lack, then all I need to do is take the opportunity to learn. Now tell me, which of the items here would most likely grab a girl's attention? I mean, I'm not exactly an expert on the subject, but... Rin grabbed a cute mascot plush that was sitting on the shelf. That cute one I saw before, guys. How about this Mishy plush? It's a pretty popular character over in Crossbell. Fascinating. He's certainly charming, to say the least. But how about this? Laura grabbed a strap with a blue-haired muscular man attached to it. This Dogi character has a rather gallant look to him, doesn't he? I'm 100% sure that most girls wouldn't have any interest in... Oh, I'm sorry, Reed! I have an interest in gallant-looking guys. I would pick that shit up. But I'd probably pick up the cute plush as well. I don't know. If it's Vegeta, if there's a Vegeta plush, I'll be picking that up immediately, guys. Just saying. Oh, this is more challenging than I had expected. Rin and Laura ended up looking at an assortment of products appealing to Laura's unique taste. In the end, they ended up purchasing the Mishy plush. I couldn't be more grateful for your assistance, Rin. If it weren't for you, I never would have purchased something so nice. Haha, no, not a problem. Still, my grasp on what other girls my age like remains tenuous. It seems I have a long and harsh path ahead of me if I'm ever to truly know. You know, you don't have to force yourself to be like everyone else, because you aren't like everyone else. You are who you are, and that's exactly why we like you. Hehe, you've given me a lot to think about today. Let me thank you once again. I'd like for us to go shopping again if you ever have the time. Sure, that would be fun. Oh my gosh! I'm sorry. I want them to be together. Yes. How am I already back on this again? Like, level 3. Wow, they're the first to reach level 3. I've clearly, as much as I've been trying to do everybody else, clearly. Alright, I don't know why, like, I didn't get a new TV screen or anything, but I feel like everything is so much bigger. It's my first time doing a face cam, guys, and I'm probably being weird about it. Wait, let me see if I can do fishing. Oh, I can, guys. I'm gonna skip over this. I'm gonna do a whole lot of fishing. Alright, guys. I did some fishing. Let's get back in here. See, it's been a while. It's been a while, guys. Hold on. So I can do thieves, I wrote gardening. I can do crowman. Crowman. You know what? I'm going to, I don't know if I have or not, but I'm going to assume that I talked to everybody here and I'm gonna go into the school. Oh, I definitely have not talked to the people around school. Oh lord. We're doing uses. Of course, we always gotta do uses. I refuse to accept any blame for this. It's all Alyssa's fault for bringing a maid into our dorm. She can't do that. She's a commoner after all. I didn't step a single toe out of line. What happened? What? There's nothing wrong with getting into arguments every now and again. In fact, Emily and I argued all the time as first years. If there's one good thing about fights, it's that they're honest. Honesty is the only way you can truly bond with someone. There's... okay, it's the same thing. Perhaps I was just the slightest bit too harsh on her. What am I saying? All of my actions were completely justified. Alyssa and Ferris got into a big argument earlier. And here I thought I could get a friendly post-midterm match going. So much for that, I guess. It'd make my life a whole lot easier if those two just got along. Don't they know that lacrosse is all about teamwork? Yeah, lacrosse is about teamwork, and I heard it's pretty rough sport too. I like how the game's like only girls will play this game. Guys don't play lacrosse apparently, which is totally the opposite case in the real world to stand. Wait, is that a different thing right there? Okay, so that I don't want to talk to him right now. Let's talk to her right now. Is it just me, or is Eustace Alvaria actually taking this club seriously? It must just be my imagination. Oh no, he's taking it seriously. Nothing is quite as refreshing as going for a post-exam ride. Come, Whitcomb. Today we ride for the sake of freedom. The fuck? Where are we? The horses were cooped up in the stables for the entirety of the exam period, so they must be relieved they're over too. Come, Whitcomb. Today we ride for the sake of freedom. Alright. She is staring into... Let's see what she's staring at. The wall. That's great. I love when characters stare into the wall. Alright, so I'm not going to talk to Eustace right now. There's no need to worry about test results. We don't rank these flowers while we raise them, right? The most important thing is to grow up strong and healthy. There's more to life than test results. Sure, unless your life depends on it. I can't help but love pranking Lynn. She's just so easy. I really can't think of a better toy. Or friend than a twin sister. Jesus Christ. Lynn and I have a little bet going on our exams, and the best part is, no matter who wins, I win. And now we wait. Jeez. Alright, so I think I was trying to get, oh my god, oh, okay, I already got what I really wanted right there. Can I get these tear bombs? I can get one. Sunday school is in session at the church today. I hope that Rudy's paying attention. I found myself worrying about him from time to time. He tends to get carried away with everything he does. Hey, janitor. Some students have already started their club practice for the day. It's nice to see youngins these days are so full of energy. Well, if everyone's gonna be using the equipment, I'd better get going on some maintenance. It's nice to see youngins these days are so full of energy. I should make sure all the equipment they'll need for their clubs is primed and ready to go. Well, that's nice. He's such a nice guy. I have nothing to say about him. Everyone looks as if they've had a large weight lifted off them now that exams have drawn to a close. But as is often the case, that feeling of relief can lead to foolish behavior and even accidents. The last thing anyone wants is to spend their free day stuck in bed with some sort of terrible injury. Try not to let your post-exam relief cloud your judgment. That goes double for the entirety of Class 7. Nobody wants anything to go wrong while you're in the old schoolhouse. Oh, yeah, we will be going there eventually. Maybe not in this episode. There's one person over here? Oh, okay. Wow, so tiny. Let me see. Hi, person who's asleep. So much food. So much pain. I was so happy the exams were over that I wanted to eat a ton of food to celebrate. I could see that. I could see that. I can totally see that, guys. I could really go for some pizza right now. I could really go for, or sushi. Totally different things, but I love both of them just the same. I do have Sushi King like right down the street. Just want to point that out to everybody. I can't even be bothered with grading these. I could write a program to do it for me and save myself some hassle. It won't take too long if I start with the code from the image recognition program I wrote a while back. No good can come of this. You know, and here in the real world, if you put like, we have machines that can grade multiple choice questions, you know, that's why we put it on specific Scantron so they can just slide it through the machine. And usually it's correct, but sometimes it gets it wrong if you haven't filled out the bubble correctly. Never know. Oh my gosh, my favorite teacher. Only 2 first years managed to answer every question correctly. Do I expect too much of my students? Maybe I made my questions a bit too hard. No kidding, the last question was especially ridiculous. I guess I'll have to study harder next time. Yeah, I must have got one of his questions wrong. It might have been like, what year was something, and I got that one wrong. I see in your face traces of both exhaustion and relief. That's exactly how it should be. Examinations are a chance for you to push yourselves to your limits. Take your results to heart. If you are dissatisfied, you must simply increase the effort you're putting in. Speaking of dissatisfaction, I haven't seen your instructor around anywhere. She has exams of her own to grade. She does. But she said she was leaving for a while, so... One can only hope that she hadn't decided to disregard her duties in order to go out boozing. Unbelievable to think that one of our instructors could do such a thing. But you must not know or heard about her, because that's what she's known for doing apparently. She's a drunkard sailor all the time. Which, that's sexy. Oh my god, my two favorite guys, Neidhart and Van Dyke, what's up? I even remembered your name, so now you know. I have been informed that you'll be investigating the old schoolhouse today. Be sure to make use of what I've taught you in class. Prepare for every eventuality and proceed with caution, understood? Understood. I'll get in contact with Lieutenant General myself. I am sure that he will consider the current state of affairs when making his decision. Oh, they're having an official conversation that they're just gonna keep going with, and as I'm standing right here. Okay, Neidhart. See, Neidhart we saw in the beginning, so we're gonna find out more about him. I received another report of old noises coming from the old schoolhouse. Based on what we learned last month, it's highly likely that the structure changed yet again. Please take care during your investigation. There is simply no telling what may happen. So, I got the impression, I didn't get the impression that the place was gonna change again. I just thought we were gonna keep going down the elevator and eventually get to all the levels, but I guess not. I received another report of odd noises coming from the old schoolhouse, so I have issued you with another request. Please take care during your investigation. There is simply no telling what may happen. Okay, I've fucked up their voices. It's okay, guys. Like how all the kids are in here, okay. We're just about to hold a meeting. Why aren't we using the student council room, you ask? Well, we use this room for the more important meetings, wise guy. Okay. We're just about to hold a meeting. He just called me a wise guy. Damn, I can't ask a question? Reen can't ask some questions. Friendly Reen. So, first thing on our agenda is the pool. And then after that... So I guess everyone has one thing to say. Oh, it's Toa. Hey. Nice work today, Reen. Are you looking forward to the midterm results announcements as much as I am? It sounds strange to say it, but I am. You're looking pretty busy for someone who just finished her midterms, though. You bet. Now that the year's halfway through, we've got a lot to discuss. So much, in fact, that we even reserved this room just to discuss it. There's the Academy Festival, someone wants to use the swimming pool next month, there's about a zillion other events. Man, I guess it isn't easy being a student council member. I think you're the last person in the world who would actually take this advice, but you try not to overwork yourself. I guess I'll consider it. Hee. Thanks, Reen. She's just as busy as ever. Maybe there's something I can do to help. Okay, let's not do that yet. The time for our meeting draws near. It is my duty as an upper-class student to carry the academy upon my back. Okay. Okay. Some of these first years, I mean, even the good meaning ones, like this one, is like, okay, I have a responsibility because blah-de-blah-de-blah. That's still self-aggrandizing, though. Like, you believe that you're so important that you don't think anyone who doesn't make as much money as you also has the ability to even help in that capacity. I don't know. I'm not... See, I get tongue-tied when I stare into the camera. It's very weird. The student council's work is split up pretty evenly between us, but that just means that we're all busy all the time. So it's tough for us to have everyone attend one meeting. Alright, that's me yawning because I'm tired. I'm always tired. Oh, this is Alyssa. Doing computer-y things because why not? I had planned on cleaning the club room up a little bit now that I've finished grading exams. You can imagine my surprise when I came along to find everyone already here. Truly, nothing could make a teacher happier than to see students so dedicated to their work. The art club has been blessed with some truly devoted members. Of course, the same could be said for all the other clubs as well. Theirs has no shortage of dedicated students. Everyone is running around going about on their test scores like there's something important, but in the end test scores are merely numbers, and as such they are inconsequential to my art. There's Gaius. Our midterms gave me a chance to come up with a clearer image of what I want to paint. I'm not planning on submitting anything to contests or competitions though, so for now I'll focus on painting for myself. I'm feeling pretty confident about my performance on our midterms. I'm not especially concerned about how high I ranked, but I hope our class scores well overall. Vivi decided it'd be a good idea to compete for the highest exam scores. She claims she has a special punishment in store for whoever loses. So now, in addition to exam stress, I'm terrified about whatever she's planning. Honestly, I'm more worried about Vivi's test scores than my own. What could she be scheming? She's always doing something stupid. She's out there in the garden, hiding behind a flower bed, scheming. I don't know. Hey, Sailor, I haven't seen her in a while. Where's she been at, making them cookies? Lately, Margarita has been putting more enthusiasm than ever into her cooking. Is it because we're done with exams? Well, either way, you won't hear any complaints out of me. Lately, Margarita's been putting more enthusiasm than ever into her cooking. She's even experimenting with a food that most people would be scared to be in the same room with. Oh god. Oh, she scares me a little bit. Time to make some new cookies for my new next encounter with my darling Vincent. Oh, Vincent. You know what? I don't know if I made this comment or not, but I feel like her and Vincent are very similar because he always keeps striking out with the girls and she keeps striking out with the guys. So maybe together they can talk about, I don't know, how they failed to get anyone's attention and then become friends and then become lovers, you know. Anime shit. Time to make some new cookies for my next encounter with my darling Vincent. Oh ho ho. What should I add to them this time, I wonder? Poison. Rat poison. Do that. Okay, so there's a quest with him. Probably about, like, doing that band shit or something. I don't know. Grr. Hebel. This flute isn't working. Try blowing into the mouthpiece, mint. Oh. Oh, damn. Everyone's a bit out of practice after those exams. Okay, that's out of practice for you. You can't even blow into the fucking... Alright, we all need to get back into the swing of things. That goes triple for Mint. Poor Mint. Aha! Or ah! Oopsie. Guess I got carried away now that my tests are done. Oh my god, she is so cute! Look at this green hair, guys. I love green hair. Look at this. She's so cute! Alright, there is nobody out here. Everyone's all fired up about practicing with their clubs for the first time in a while. Hopefully they'll all go and work up a big appetite. I wouldn't want them to go too crazy and hurt themselves though. Oh, you mean appetite for some more tomato sandwiches? Jesus Christ. You headed off somewhere too, huh? Well, the same goes for you. Don't get too excited and hurt yourself out there. This is one more time, guys. One more time. Just, oh my fucking god, same shit, different day. Between the exams and the endless rain, the sports clubs haven't had a chance to practice together for quite a while. Today's their first chance in a long time, so they've all been in buying bread and stuff to eat during practice. They're all so fired up. The guys from the sports clubs have been snapping up most of my bread supplies. Still, today's the first day they've had practice in a while. Here's hoping it's a good one. I mean, you don't sell bread at all. Like, where's the bread? I never talked to this cook back here anymore. Let's talk to him. How do I get over there? Now that the exams are over, the cafeteria is getting busy again. Ramsey. Not that I mind. I like it when these places get lively. This place gets lively. I like how I just pluralized that shit. Alright, let's go upstairs. Dorothy, what is this exactly? The outline for our next work, of course. It's a pure love story focused on boys who've devoted themselves to sports, body and soul. Don't worry though, I'll let you join in on the fun too. You'll be helping me out once I've got the rough draft written up. Her tastes are certainly broad. I felt so good after finishing those exams that I was inspired to plan out an amazing new story. Now all I need to do is focus on writing it. Oh my goodness. Is this girl me? I like how I'm just asserting myself into everybody. I like writing shit too, guys. I don't know if you've ever looked into my description box, but I do have a link to my fanfiction account. I have like 2 different fanfiction accounts. But the most, like, I started out on fanfiction.net, and then I have a storyinarchive.org with Detroit Become Human stuff. Hehe, those tests are of little concern to me. My special charms work just as I had hoped. I have a powerful guardian spirit watching over me after all. The sweat drop. Believe it or not, my grades are actually very good. And it's all thanks to my guardian spirit. That's as good as it gets, guys. Oh, it's Machias. Oh man, I want to do Machias. I like Machias. I want to do uses. I like uses. I don't know who to do. I think I always do uses, right? Did I do uses last time? Yeah, I did uses last time, so... Oh, but it's gonna be about horses. That's his favorite thing. Alright, I don't know what I should do. You're really something, Machias. You're always calculating your next move. I've got to figure out how to do that. We're gonna start the next quest. We're not gonna finish it, though. Or maybe we will, I don't know. Secret Admirer, okay. Vincent. Okay, I know where he was. Alright, so let's go over to... Let's start this quest over here. Because how much you want to bet it's Sailor Moon? How much you want to bet? Excuse me, is your name Vincent by any chance? Indeed it is. Standing before you is nobleman overflowing with love and pathos. Or pathos, one of those. The one, the only, Vincent Florold. I presume that you are the Cupid that I asked the student council to send me. Well, we're wearing red, by the way. He's quite the character. He really seems to like himself, but that's what I've grown to expect from Class 1. I'm no Cupid, but I am here on behalf of the student council, yes. Haha, then you may still well serve my purposes. Allow me to congratulate you on making your way here. So based on your request and my new nickname, I assume you want me to find someone for you? Yes, something along those lines. Do you have some time to spare? If so, I shall begin explaining the particulars of my request. Let's hear it. Please elaborate on your request. Haha, a fine answer indeed. Although before we continue... Sarifa is currently nowhere to be seen. Now that I think about it, this is kind of an unusual meeting place. Are you hoping to keep this request quiet? Not exactly. I was merely hoping to avoid things getting meddled in. My father sent Sarifa to the academy to keep an eye on me. As you can imagine, her watchfulness can occasionally be rather constraining. Huh. Well, that is apart from the meat of the matter. To be blunt, I have received not 1, not 2, but 3 passionate love letters of late, and all from a single writer. Curiously, however, the writer in question signed with naught but a nom de plume. What I would request of you, my fine fellow, is to find out just which lovely lady is responsible for these. Or it could be the one of the twin, what's her name, Vivi, one of those. It could be her playing a prank on him. That's reasonable, but are you sure it's appropriate for me to try to find her? These are anonymous after all. Do take a moment to think it over. The fact that she chose to use a pen name rather than remaining completely anonymous is proof of a pining, hopeful heart. In fact, I am certain that she wishes for me to find her. I suppose I'll have to trust her judgment on this one. What's more, she sent cookies. Oh my god. It is her. It's Sailor Moon, guys. It's Sailor Moon. What's more, she sent cookies along with her 3rd letter. I would hardly be worthy of the floral name if I did not properly thank her, would I? Yeah, I don't think I could stop you at this point if I tried. Do you have any additional information that would help me pinpoint exactly who we're looking for? I do, indeed. The first hint is that she is a first year. As a man well versed in the feelings of beautiful women, I was able to deduce this from the respectable tone of her letters. Additionally, the fact that she attached a pressed grand rose at the end of each letter may serve as a hint as well. See, now it could be Vivi. A grand rose. If I remember correctly, those are the flowers you use when confessing your love to someone, right? Or, I mean, it doesn't have to be her since, it's kind of a universal thing that the rose means that. Haha, quite. Which brings us to why this is a hint. The only way to obtain a grand rose from Trista is to purchase it from the town florist. So if you ask the florist who purchased one, precisely, we will be able to discover just which shy maiden has sent these letters to me. Would you take on this task for me then? As long as you don't mind me sticking to the plan we just discussed, I don't see why not. I am truly indebted to you. Based on her pseudonym and her use of a grand rose, I can only imagine Our Lady is the very model of grace. Now that you mention it, what was the name she used? Oh, it seems I neglected to mention that very important detail. Yes, I'm waiting for that. I was like, did he say it already? She calls herself the Grand Maiden. Oh, this can't be Vivi. A nickname taken from the daughter of a baron who married into the imperial family long ago. The emperor at the time was so smitten that he gave her countless numbers of grand roses, and so came the moniker. I see, can't say I've heard that story before, but it is interesting. But this is no time to stand around thinking about it. I'll head over to the flower shop right away. Very well. I leave this matter in your clearly capable hands. Excuse me, would you mind if I asked you a question? Not at all. Go ahead. It wouldn't be hard to find out if I looked at my records, but I'm not exactly sure I should disclose that information. Understandably so, I don't intend to do anything with this information that they don't want me to, though. If they ask me to keep their identity a secret, that's what I'll do. I see. Well, if that's the case, I guess I can help you out. Wow, she is very gullible. You should change her name to Gullible Jane. Just remember, though, it's your job to give the Mystery Cinder your support and nothing more. I'll wish her the best of luck. This request's getting pretty complicated at this point. How is that complicated? Alright, whatever. Right, I count 3 first years who've made it Grand Rose purses recently. In class order, first is Burl from class 3. And there's Vivi from class 4 and Rosine from class 5. I see. Thank you very much for the help. The fact that she mentioned Vivi has me worried. I hope she's not trying the same trick on someone else right now. Not at all. Good luck. Oh my god. We know that Vivi is doing a trick right now. I don't know. Would she do this? Would she do this, guys? I don't know. Excuse me. You're Rosine from class 5, aren't you? That's correct. Why do you ask? I have a quick kind of personal question for you. Oh no, that certainly wasn't me. I did buy a grand rose, but it was for the purpose of decorating the church. Oh, I see. Sorry to ask such an embarrassing question. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna talk to Vivi last, because I really don't want it to be her. You're Burl from class 3, right? Hehe, I certainly am. What do you want from me? Actually, there was something I wanted to ask you. Hehe. Do I seem like the kind of girl who'd be interested in romance? I needed to purchase a grand rose to use in the ritual, that's all. I see. That answers my question, but now I'm wondering what that ritual she mentioned is all about. Well, that's all I wanted to ask. Sorry to disturb you. Sometimes it's good to be disturbed. Good day to you. I like how she said sometimes it's good to be disturbed. Yes, we got you. We understand. Alright, I guess it's Vivi. I guess she's playing a fucking trick on Vincent. Which is rude as fuck, by the way. What's up, Reen? Were you still taken with my feminine charms that you couldn't stand another moment away from me? There's something I'd like to ask you. So it's fucking Vivi. Well now, that is pretty interesting. I'm going to take that as a no. Hehe, yeah, I wish it was me, but I'm having too much fun teasing Lynn to set my sights on any boys right now. Of course you are. You did buy a grand rose though. Don't tell me you tricked another poor unsuspecting soul into helping you torment her. Pretty much. But can you blame me? She falls for it every single time. I can't help myself. You're a monster. Poor Lynn. I can't imagine what she has to deal with a sister like this. I've asked all 3 girls on the floors told me about, but none of them seem to have sent the letters. Guess the trail's gone cold. I should report back to Vincent for now. We all know who it is. We all know it's freaking Sailor Moon, right? Tell me, did your investigation prove successful? Wait, don't tell me. Have you brought our mystery woman here? Oh, but be still my beating heart. Oh god. Yeah, about that. I wasn't able to find her in the end. You can't be serious. Did you ask the floors as we discussed? I did, and I spoke to all 3 girls who purchased Grand Roses. None of their reasons for doing so had anything to do with you. I can go into detail if you'd like. It matters not. If they do not concern me, then they are simply not my concern. I'm sorry that I wasn't any help, but there is one thing I'm curious about. Where could a girl get a Grand Rose if she didn't go to the florist? There's no way to tell. Perhaps if the Grand Maiden is noble, she could have had an alternate source, however. My darling Vincent, I found you! I can do the horse voice. I found you! Oh my gosh, I knew it was her! Guys, I knew it was her. Who goes there? State your business. The cookies I just baked ended up far more delicious than I ever could have imagined. So delicious that they could only be destined for the lips of my beloved, my elegant, dashing, darling Vincent. What could possess a person to approach another out of nowhere and say such befuddling things? Furthermore, I do not have even the foggiest idea of who you are. Oh, but do you? What if I told you that I was the Grand Maiden all along? No way. I can hardly blame you for being speechless with joy. My real name is Margarita Dresden. The lovely Grand Roses I attached were grown by my family. So that's how you got them. If you're part of Baron Dresden's family, then could it mean? Oh, so you know the story. Your suspicions are indeed correct. I am Margarita Dresden, hail from the same family line as the lovely Grand Maiden herself. It all adds up. Inconceivable. How could you of all people be related to the Grand Maiden, when her beauty pales in comparison to your own? Look, darling, we're already completing with our... We're already completing each other's thoughts. And yours are oh so sweet. What you said couldn't have been further from my actual thoughts. Even when you're shy, you're still so wonderful. Seeing the surprise on your handsome face made waiting to reveal my name entirely worth it in the end. Now, my beautiful Vincent, it is time for you to reply to my love letters. Will you enter a relationship with me? What are you talking about? This girl is beautiful. Look at her curly hair. I like the curly hair, you know, saying. And she's Sailor Moon, so you can't go wrong with that. You may choose one of 2 replies. I would be delighted, or there would be no greater honor. Sorry, how many options did you say you were giving him? This woman could hardly be more different than the demure maiden her letters made her out to be. My only answer for you is a resounding no. Now be gone and bother me no more. So, that's how it is. I love her confidence, guys. I love her confidence. Oh, just when I think you couldn't be more adorable. To think you're the sort of man who hides his true feelings away. Guys, if you've ever watched the Monique show, or I forgot what it was, Monique basically likes... There's a character that she likes in the show, and she continually chases after him for the entire show. Just like this. Like, she's a very confident, rather plump woman. And she just goes after this guy the whole time, and I think they end up together. I don't know. It's kind of annoying. I don't know if I do that in my, like, if a guy doesn't like me immediately, not immediately, but I don't know if I'd come up to a guy and tell him to, you know, start a relationship with me. I don't know if I'd do that. I don't know if I'm confident enough to do that. But if I were, if he said no, I'm not going to pursue you and harass you for the rest of your life until you say yes. That's not my style. Oh, just when I think you couldn't, to think you're the sort of man who hides his true feelings away. I beg your pardon. There is no need to fear. Please, have one of these special cookies. One bite and you'll no longer feel the need to keep your innermost longings out of public view. Don't tell me you've mixed something into your cookies. Oh, but that is for me to know and you to find out. Stay back. Do not come any closer. Don't just stand there. I'll need your aid if I'm to survive. I have no idea how to handle a situation like this either. Hehe. Don't worry, my darling. There may be a slightly bitter aftertaste, but it will all be worth it in the end. I've been looking for you, Master Vincent. Cool voice. Sarifa. Dare I ask what you are doing in a place like this? Sarifa, I beg of you, please, free me from this terrifying situation. If I recall, you are my sweetheart's darling maid, are you not? So this is Sarifa, he mentioned. As much as I hate to interrupt the situation at hand, I'm afraid I must. Master Vincent, your presence at the upper-class dorm is required at once. A delivery of the utmost importance from Count Flora awaits you there. I see, then I have no choice. I must go at once. But... These cookies are a present for Master Vincent, are they not? In that case, may I ask you to leave them in my hands for now? I will make sure he enjoys every last one of them later. Well, if you insist. Margarita begrudgingly hands over the bag of cookies to Sarifa. It seems as though Master Vincent has roped you into this nonsense as well. Hopefully this condoles some of the pain that this annoyance has truly caused you. Oh, she was talking to me. Thank you. With that, I wish you all a good day. Let us go, Master Vincent. Indeed. They have the same color hair. That maid may prove to be quite the obstacle, but no matter. There shall be plenty of opportunities to woo my darling from here on out. I believe it's time to get started on a new batch of cookies. Oh, she knows that he's not going to eat the cookies now that the maid has it. Well, today's been full of unique encounters, to say the least. At least that request is over and done with. Well, I did it, guys. I think I'll stop it for today. Like I said, I do have links in the description below. If you were already linked to me on Twitter, you know that I got a new camera and that I was messing around with it to see like when to do it. But you know, if you don't want to, that's your prerogative. So if you've enjoyed this, please subscribe to me for more episodes. As always, can't wait to see you next time. Bye bye.